Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Is Jesse Marsch in trouble? Are Leeds United in a relegation battle? These are all the points we are going to talk about in today's post-match reaction from Selhurst Park, as it does end Crystal Palace 2, Leeds United 1 after Leeds go 1-0 up after 10 minutes. They've bottled it, and they've come away with 0 points. Not a win since Barnsley. How are Leeds going to sort this out? We're going to talk about this in the match reaction. But before we do get into that, be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and smash 100 likes on this video, guys. That would be amazing. Also, subscribe if you are new as well. Look at the top corner. We're about 12 subscribers away from 8.8k. And that's exactly what we want to hit today. So get down there and subscribe right now. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for subscribing. And also comment your thoughts. Are you Marsch in, Marsch out? I can't believe we're talking about this after 8 games. But some fans aren't happy, and some fans, fair play. Tell me why you're not happy. Let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's get into this reaction. So it does end Crystal Palace 2, Leeds United 1. We looked good to start the game off. We did look good. We came at them strong, and that's been a thing this season. If we don't seem to get 2 or 3 goals in the first half, our second half is awful, really, compared to the first. And it used to be different. We also sometimes when we come out under Marcelo Bielsa, first half was a bit questionable. In second half, you knew that Bielsa was giving them a bollocking. But yeah, we get a goal after 10 minutes. Brilliant feat from the Medford Messi Aronson. He takes it past about 3 or 4, smacks the post. Right place, right time was Pascal Struijk, who finished it under Joel Ward's legs. Lovely little finish from the left back. And then, you know what? We're on top. We could have got second. Bamford threw on goal. Went with the outside of his left foot instead of just smacking it with his right foot. It just showed his inconsistency and showed his lack of match sharpness there. And then they get a goal. A nice little free kick whipped in by Elise. I think it was either Christensen or Cooper's man. Makes it 1-1. Leeds still on top in the first half. Had a very decent first half. Quite a dominant first half. I think it shocked Palace a bit. And then Palace second half, it was theirs. It was all theirs. Leeds didn't really have a shot on target in the second half, or even a shot, I don't believe. And they get the goal. The second goal, which came through, was a lovely bit of play from Mitchell to Wilfried Zaha. Lovely little flick from him, and Eze finished it in the bottom corner. He always likes getting a goal against Leeds United, does Eze, unfortunately. It was just that lack of the lack of something in that second half. And even in the bit of the first half, is complacency. It's I think just lack of quality. I don't think there's any necessarily people not putting in the effort. I think it's just the lack of quality, if I'm being completely honest. I thought Christensen and Struijk actually had a decent game, considering having to mark Zaha and Elise. But it's just still not enough, is it? Unfortunately, it's still not enough. And we're not scoring enough goals. We're not doing anything. And I'm now going to talk about, are we in a relegation battle? I think we're in and around there. I think, I don't see why we're not. Do you know what I mean? I really don't see why we're not, especially the fact that, teams are starting to pick up points, and we haven't got a win in the Premier League since the Chelsea game, which now, unfortunately, Chelsea game's looking a bit of like on the day we were better, on the day we showed a bit more passion, on the day the players are a bit more up for it than Chelsea. And to be fair to Chelsea, they were poor on the day. We've got last week's point against Villa, I was happy with, because we were 10 men. But there's still that thing where this is where the Jesse Marsch criticism comes in. And I'm definitely not one for slagging off Jesse Marsch. I think he's a great person, great manager. I still believe there's a thing of, I don't know what the tactics are. I do know what the formation is. It kind of just looks a bit like we're still using a bit of Bielsa's tactics, because this is what the players know. And I don't really know, and that's the problem. I don't really know how we're going to line up. I love Marsch, to be fair, and I do want to give him time, because we're 8 games into a new season. And I think financially the board and everything can't get rid of Marsch, because, we've just given him a summer. We've given him every player he wants. But then that's also a thing to them say, we've given you everything you want. Why aren't you doing it? But I don't know. I want to know your thoughts. I think it's quite early to say Jesse Marsch out and all this. And I can agree we're maybe in a relegation battle, or we're going to be in and around there, of course, after going a goal up and losing 2-1 against Palace, who definitely haven't started brilliant. Palace are a decent side, though. I think 17th, where they were at the start of the game, did not really show how they've played this season. I thought they've had difficult games. Lost 2-1 to Chelsea last week in the 90th minute, and they've won 2-1 this time. So credit to them. But yeah, there's just a lack of quality. I think Bamford was not up for it today. Rodrigo had a couple of nice touches. I thought, but what's annoying with this team is I can never point out, especially today, I can never point out he was rubbish, he was bad. It was thinking. So then, normally, if that's not the case, you then turn to the manager and say, well, "What are the tactics? What are the substitutions?" And I don't want to because we're 8 games into a season, and I don't think it's easy to point fingers straight away. But someone did put in my live chat, said, "Does this team beat Nottingham Forest?" And I did kind of think, because they're bottom of the league, it did kind of think to me, like, I don't know if we do. I really don't know if we do. And I was watching Brighton against Tottenham the other night, and Brighton, I know they're a different side now, and they've got decent players. No one in that side is necessarily a star, but they've been made into stars, and they kept. I know they lost 1-0 to Tottenham, but they were in it for the whole thing. And I just don't think when we come against big sides, we won't be in games. We'll get pummeled. But the one team we have played who is a big side, I guess, is Chelsea. We did beat them. We've got Arsenal next Sunday, which is going to be an absolutely tough game. They're just about to kick off against Liverpool here, and I'm giving you this match reaction after the final whistle because I think a lot of you will be watching this. But I just really want to know what your thoughts are, guys. I think it's a massive loss. I really do think it's a massive loss, this game. 2-1 against Palace. We really should be. Not even necessarily beating Palace, at least getting something from it. And I thought 1-1, I was like, oh, I guess I'll take 1-1. Then they got a second goal, and I was like, okay, I guess we'll take a point, but I don't know. I really don't know. I really want to know your opinion. I want to know the fans' opinion, Leeds fans' opinion on this game. I really do. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. Next one's against Arsenal, and no game's easy in the Premier League, and we're really not making these games look easy. I'm just starting to think now, is that Chelsea game a bit of a fluke? That Wolves game, first game of the season, it was a bit like, go on, we've done it. Helen Road was buzzing. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think we'll be okay. I just do think we'll be in and around that relegation battle. And it's easy to be reactionary. And, we'll still be positive going into Arsenal on Sunday. Of course we will. But, as a content creator myself, I feel like I have to put the balance out there. And I'm not team Jesse Marsch. I'm not team Marcelo Bielsa. I support Leeds United. I'm here to give you guys a balanced view. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I really want comments in today, and I really want to read a lot of them and reply to a lot of them and just see, yeah, that's where you're at. That's fair enough. You've got that opinion. Why have you got that opinion? And I want to know in the comments down below. But yeah, Leeds United loser at Crystal Palace today, 2-1 at Selhurst Park. Palace were the better team in the second half. I'd argue Leeds were the better in the first. Really should have had 2 or 3 in the first half. But that's scary that we need 2 or 3 to be a bit safe. We're not even 1 goal up. It seems like as soon as we concede, or we just seem to, the floodgates seem to open, unfortunately. But no one I can really point the finger at today. Unless you guys tell me in the comments a certain player that was bad. Maybe the substitutions weren't the right ones. Click come on and they score straight away, but it's not necessarily his fault. But guys, let me know in the comments down below. I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent. Can we try and smash 100 likes on this video? Also, subscribe if you're new. Like I said, we're very close to the 8.8k, which is nuts. So then we'll be 1,200 away from 10k, which is going to be far in the future, but let's hope we can hit that sooner rather than later. But guys, I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent, and I'll catch you in the next reaction. Get your comments in, guys. And yeah, disappointing day for Leeds United, but thank you guys for watching. I've been Ollie Ward. Cheery.